Welcome, everybody, as we begin another session, I believe 28 of Heroes of Absalom. Thank you so much for joining us and hanging out with us today as we play some Pathfinder. Oh, Jack, I think you're muted there, bud.
Yo, I am very, but also equally terrified about what's going to go on in the Dreaming Palace. Just going to start out by saying that.
Sure. Yeah, I think there are going to be a lot of twists and turns, and yeah, I don't think whatever you guys can comprehend or come up with in your minds, it's worse. I promise, it's worse.
Good.
That is
But anyway,
so
quick announcement: next weekend, we will not be streaming. Next Sunday, as it is Father's Day. So
in the United States.
In the United States, specifically on the East Coast. I'm sure that's true at the rest of the United States.
On the West Coast too.
I don't pay attention to other time zones, so I really don't care.
Can confirm.
So yeah, Tomb of Horrors is a really, really accurate comparison. Actually, Doors of Stone. It's a good one. I actually randomly grace through part of the intro chapter of Tomb of Horrors. Do you remember that? Or well, it was Tomb of Annihilation, but Tomb of Horrors is into. People who understand D&D know what I'm talking about.
We're in a rabbit hole here.
Which is at least one person.
I think the main takeaway here is he keeps comparing what we're about to go into to things called Tomb of Horrors and Tomb of Annihilation.
I'm picking up on, yeah.
Big yikes.
Warning us about TPK and like how to handle them. Having a backup characters ready.
You guys just hit level 3. You'll be fine. Threats. You'll be fine. You just hit level 3.
Aggressive threats.
Aggressive threats. Oh, yikes.
One might say that I like to keep my players on their toes so they don't know what to expect. But regardless, we return to our vivacious variety of versatile vigilantes as they lie in wait, hoping to ambush the proprietors of the Dreaming Palace. Having been shown to their rooms in the inn, Ralso explains that Hendred would be interested to meet them at the following morning's breakfast. Then she takes her leave. The group discusses their plans and debates whether they should search through some of the other rooms during the dead of night, or if they should just wait to speak to Pratchett in the morning. They eventually do decide to attempt to check out some of the other rooms, but they find that the door that Ralso closed on her way out has been locked from the outside. They begin to search around the room that they are in, hoping to glean a little bit more information, and as they are inspecting two of the statues in the room, statues that they had already inspected to at least a superficial degree, they begin to animate as they attempt to grab onto and crush Twinkletoes in their stone arms.
Not ideal.
Not ideal,
no.
Indeed. A fight breaks out, and after some tense moments, the weight of the party's attacks eventually do crush the statues to dust, breaking whatever enchantment had animated them. They then quickly set out to prepare an ambush for whoever would come in, theoretically, to check in and see what had occurred. And now they are set, waiting for the next move. Now, could you guys just go ahead and remind me specifically what everybody is doing in preparation?
So I think our thought was that after this commotion, like someone would probably come check on the room. So Bastro and the doctor are bait, essentially, right, Dan? I think we're like pretending to be unconscious.
Over here.
Yeah, and I think the doctor's on the ground, prone.
Yeah, let me bring the map up here as well.
Yeah, Kashak is in the pool that was in the corner of the room. He's trying to hide under the water, trying to be as inconspicuous as possible.
And Twinkletoes is in the corner, waiting.
We're all just trying to ambush anybody who might check in on us, or I guess it would be Ralso most likely, unless there's
Yeah.
like some,
Most likely.
unless there's like some thugs that they bring in to just like carry our bodies up.
Yeah, so as a recap, you've only seen 2 people in this place. The first being Ralso, the attendant who greeted you and brought you to your rooms. The second being some older gnomish woman who you saw enter, but have not seen actually physically inside since.
He's dead.
So, yeah, you don't really know. You sounds like are expecting somebody to come check up on you.
I do have a question
Yes.
that's a bit philosophical for the party. Why did she let us be 4 in a room and then lock us in?
Thinking about that too.
Why did she lock us in when we were 4 in a room? Why didn't she
Yeah,
wait?
when there was such a adamant thing about keeping 2 to a room, that was the whole deal. 2 people
yeah.
would have been overpowered.
She
Do we
locked
know
us
that
in.
she locked? Do we know that she locked the room?
Yeah.
The room is locked. I mean, you're right. If it automatically locks
Guess we
behind
don't
you,
know.
then, like,
Yeah.
She could have closed the door, left, and someone else came up to the door. Because we waited a long time, but we were like talking for a long time, and like checking out the room before we even tried like turning the
But,
door.
like
leaving.
if I were her, like why would I not just like hang around until they're done talking and then escort the other 2 back to their room?
Well, could it be that only the specialty rooms do this?
It could be, but like that doesn't answer our question about like why did she let 4 of us be locked in the room together? That's my only
Yeah.
thing. Maybe she didn't see a route in which she could like keep only 2 people here without raising too much suspicion before they die. But it is kind of interesting that like Emily Grace said, they do have this rule that they communicated to us, and then there was an opportunity almost, I feel like, to lock only 2 of us in here, but I don't know. Maybe she got cocky. Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe
Indeed.
or maybe I was thinking maybe she had pity on us almost. That's where I was going with it. I don't know.
Oh, you think so? Maybe she's like not really down for like the whole.
I mean, I
operation.
hadn't thought about the maybe she got cocky and thought that the statues would take us out. Because she's seen us fight. It was 2 levels ago, but
That is fair. She
I don't know.
at least had some guess that you were not your average people.
It's actually kind of the only thing she knows about us is that we're like adventurers who are talented. It's like her only information about us. But I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see if we have any more encounters like that, or if we have any more run-ins with her or the with Ralso or like the other traps that are in here for sure.
I kept expecting them to try to drag us somewhere, or a trap door to open up, and then
Trap door was the one I was
drop
looking
us.
for. Yeah, I was waiting for like an opening of the floor.
That's what I was expecting.
You all prepare yourselves. I believe, Dr. Forsyth, you actually pulled out a disguise kit, or was it Twinkle Toes who had the disguise kit?
I think it was Twinkle Toes.
Twinkle Toes pulled out the disguise kit and added on some injuries and things.
Stage blood.
Special effects makeup that Emily Grace, as a person, obviously knows nothing about.
none whatsoever.
And
No knowledge.
basically made up this scene where all around Bastro and Dr. Forsyth, the crumbled remains of these statues, while Bastro is slumped and purportedly knocked out in the chair, and Dr. Forsyth is bloodied and battered. You all lie in wait, Kashak, with your cold lizard-like eyes just peeking up right over the crest of the water, and your little flared nostrils peeking up above. Twinkle Toes huddled down in the corner, making her small form as small as possible, even smaller, trying to shrink in and disappear. And you wait. About 15 minutes goes by. Nothing happens. Maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. Nothing. And this weird tension is just there as you all are waiting for something to happen. Bastro.
I think the doctor maybe after 45 minutes or so he'll start, or not after 45 minutes, but periodically he'll be opening his eyes and trying to make
Peeking.
eye contact
Yeah.
with like Twinkle Toes or Kashak, since he's like facing that direction and just
He's in the pool. I don't know if you'd see him. He's like underneath them. Like
yeah. So
yeah.
he's trying to like make eye contact with Twinkle Toes just to try to, I don't know, be like what's happening.
Yeah, Bastro's got it easy. Bastro picked the lazy boy to just kind of hang out.
Yeah.
Recliner.
But yeah, it's this awkward tension begins to just rise as you all are like huddled in, you know, this fight or flight response where you're just waiting and waiting. And Twinkle Toes, you might get a little nervous, a little antsy after about an hour 15 minutes. And you look along the walls. There's not much to look at that you haven't already, you know, completely studied and burned into your mind. But something catches your eye after an hour and a half. You look to your left and you just see something. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
By the way, just a reminder,
Natural 17.
Kashak is waiting for Twinkle Toes' signal. He has her to like tap him on the head if anything's going on.
24 perception check.
Yeah. You're able to see as you step a few feet to your left as you're, you know, facing south along the wall at your back. And you all had already been over these walls. But you look back and you see a little flicker of something. And as you kind of look around, there's like two pinpoint holes in the wall.
Oh, they're watching us.
They're about chest high on a human.
Which wall? Which wall was this on?
It's the northern wall right about there.
Oh, they're in the bathroom watching us.
The bathroom. That's fucked up.
How big are these holes?
They are tiny. Again, you
are
all
they
had like
big enough for my rapier to
No.
slide through?
no.
You're looking for a rapier. Oh my gosh, so they're not eye holes then.
Well, you would be able to see through them. They look, again, spaced as if they could be eye holes, but they, you know, you might be able to get like the very tip, but not the end. Well, your rapier's small, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, a rapier can go in an eye socket.
Go ahead and roll a strike.
Another natural 17.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, with your pinpoint accuracy, you are able to stab into one of these holes. You feel a slight resistance, and you hear the sound of glass shattering behind the wall.
What? What are the walls?
Mirror.
What are the walls made of?
Appear to be wooden walls that have kind of like a plaster finish over them that have been like designed and painted over to look like sandstone.
Like if you were
blocks of
to
sandstone.
If you were to example put a 300-pound lizard through one at a full sprint, what would be like? Would that be a thing that could be done?
You can always try.
Okay.
The doctor gets up at this point. He's no longer prone on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I heard glass shatter.
Yeah, you hit something. It felt like something, some kind of resistance, and then you hear the sound of shattering glass. But as you look through, you've now like widened the hole slightly. You're able to see through it, and you see a sink and a toilet on the other side.
But no person.
No person.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, I mean, after I do that, I mean, that doesn't mean that she wasn't looking when we were fighting and saw that we were successful. She could have just been watching through there the entire time when we were fighting.
Yes, this is strange.
We did try the door, right? After we were done fighting? It's
We
still
did,
locked?
but
It's still
okay.
locked.
Okay. Bastard wants to cast detect magic again on this door because I think when he casted it, he got like a whiff of the two statues. I just want to make sure it's not magical, or maybe it is. I don't know.
Yeah, all you're getting really is like a very, very faint, the same two magical emanations that you had previously, but now much, much, much more faint. It would stand to reason that the statues were giving off magic, and now there's only just a wisp of whatever remnants of that magic are left after destroying the statues. The door, as to the best of your ability, is not magical.
You said last time that there was no keyhole. There's no way for me to like pick a lock on this door.
So there is no keyhole, but
There's
you
no
can still
keyhole,
attempt.
but I can still try to pick a
Yeah,
lock.
because you could still try to like jimmy the whatever lock mechanism is there.
Put like a
from this
Galarian
side.
credit card in the door jam and stuff like that. Like there's other ways
Exactly.
to pick it besides
Yeah.
going in the keyhole. Yeah.
Cool. Can I try that? I do have thieves' tools.
You may absolutely try that.
Sweet.
Will, how long has it been since the combat?
Since the combat, it's been about an hour and a half.
Perfect.
So you do get all of your. What is it?
Everybody's battle medicine is refreshed. Yeah.
Battle
Yes.
medicine. Well, no, just not. Usually it's a day, but mine's an hour.
Kashak kind of like lifts his yellow eyes above the line of the water. Are we still what's going on? Should
Nobody
I
got
be
the
somewhere?
shock.
Should I be somewhere else?
Shaq, I think we're giving up on the ambush plan. We're trying to figure out a way out of here now.
I mean,
You
if
can
we're
stay in the water if you want, but
I would like to. Thank you. That would be nice. I'm wondering if we would lose the element of surprise, but I think I can break through one of these walls potentially.
I'm trying to pick the lock right now. I'm deciding whether I want a hero point this early in the game because I rolled a natural 2. What do you guys think?
Up to you. It's your choice.
that's your choice. I don't know.
Hero points must be a personal decision.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna let it be for right now. So it's an 11.
It's also probably a hard as hell DC. It's probably really, really hard.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like the difficulty of not being locked from this side is apparent to you once you get up there with your tools. Whatever kind of like deadbolt or latch that they have on it, you're just not able to trip it or move it. You're just not getting the right leverage on it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a step back and say, yeah, Kashak, if you want to give it a brute force go, does anyone have any objections? It gives away our element of surprise, like you said.
Well, if Twinkletoes, if you think that those were eye holes, I think you could be right that we may have been watched during that combat. So the element of surprise may already be gone.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
So yeah, Kashak, if you wanna Kool-Aid man through that door, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
There's a jumps up. Let's do this.
Is there any way you can take a look at the door and see if you can like take away its structural integrity of any sort? Like, I know you're smart and all that. I don't.
I think it's extra Forsyth.
That's what I meant. What
Yeah.
did I say? Did I
You
say
didn't
Kashak?
specify, but
I just want to make sure Ben knows
Oh.
that you were talking to his
Yeah,
character.
I was talking to.
Not to the lizard with 8. Not to the lizard with 8 intelligence.
Sure. The doctor will go over and like, are there hinges visible on the door or something that could be messed with?
I think he's going through here. The wall.
I could try whatever. I mean, if the door can be weakened,
right
then
now
I
it
can
sounds
break
like you're
through
talking
it.
about the door.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
are
this isn't
hinges.
a door. This is a wall.
Yeah.
I know.
There are hinges. Yes,
Yeah. But it opens into the room.
it opens into the room. Correct.
Okay.
I mean, is there any sort of thing I can do to the hinges of the door to try and like break or injure the hinges of the door to make it weaker for either a retry of like a lockpick or to make it easier for someone to like break it?
Interesting question.
If it opens into the room, me going through the door is a little bit fruitless because it'll have the door jam and it'll have the hinges.
Yeah,
working the
no,
wrong
that'll
way.
be very hard.
You can definitely try to break the hinges. They look, I mean, they're made out of what looks to be like brass, and are bolted both into the door and the wall. You know, it's not like you could just pop out a screwdriver or anything. And the hinges themselves, you could always try to break the hinges. So you could try a strength check on those as well.
Would it be? I have. Is there anything I can do with like crafting to try and like, just like jimmy it or something? Like I have a snare kit. Would anything in a snare kit be able to for me to use like crafting to try and like, because hinges typically have something you can like pop out of them.
Yeah.
Destabilize the hinge or something like that.
Take like a hammer to it and pop out that like nail. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a craft alchemy.
Well, so it's not craft alchemy; it's just crafting.
Just crafting.
Yeah, there is no
sure, go ahead
specific craft alchemy.
and roll that.
Yeah, there is.
Well, no, you can have the alchemical
crafting skill tree. Yeah.
I always get that mixed up.
Yeah, that's a remnant of first edition.
Crafting is the bane of my existence in every game.
Very hard. It's very hard all the time.
It's a 22 crafting check.
22 crafting check. You feel like there's a couple ways you could go about this. You feel like you might be able to put something together with, you could feel like you could put together some kind of like simple acid to maybe weaken the hinges. If you have like alchemical components or monetary value of alchemical components in gold, we'll just say that you would have had that on you, right? If you wanted to go that direction. In terms of disabling them, if you wanted to like physically disable them, again, it's going to be strength most likely to try to break the hinges. You don't really have the specialty tools necessary.
So I'll just try a force open check to see if I just crush it, and then if we don't need to do any of this, we don't have to. But if I fail the first one, we can start working for other plans.
Okay.
So we just go ahead and roll it now. That is a 17.
And you're just trying to go through the door.
Yeah, he climbs up onto the wall next to the door, and then is like vertically pulling. He's like pulling the handle, trying to break the door inward.
Gotcha.
Like he's
so
up against the wall, trying to get some extra leverage.
You're like horizontal and trying to deadlift the door off of the
His
hinges.
feet are stuck to the wall, and he's pulling. Yeah.
Yeah. So you all watch as he just like gecko grips up the side of this door and like gets horizontal, squats, and then just like again tries to deadlift the door out of the frame, and he's straining, and you watch as just like the veins bulge, and his muscles begin to flare in his neck and his arms, and then the door just flies open. Kashak slams down into the ground as he's pulled off the wall by the force of his own action.
By the forces.
And the door is open. You see that it was like
Nice.
a thick metal deadbolt that you just ripped out of the frame of the wooden door frame.
How much noise did he make?
It was pretty loud.
Okay.
You were like ripping through timber.
Yeah.
So, and slamming into the ground as a 300-pound lizard.
All right, I think that we're in some battle tactics mode here. I'll take some of the lead, see if I can scout around a bit, and I'll let you know when it's all clear.
The doctor really quick just wants to do a once over of everybody. How does everyone feel? Is anyone?
Fine.
I'll be fine.
Fine.
I'm fine as well. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, wait for my all clear. I'll come back for you in just a second. So he wants to just kind of pop out here, general perception of the hallways, see if anything's new or changed or suspicious.
Sure.
The doctor has his silver short sword in his hand, drawn.
Okay.
That is a 14, and he's gonna he's gonna walk up to here and pop his head around the right corner there next to where the bathroom is.
Sure.
Try to see down all 3 hallways that we're currently facing.
Sure. Yeah, you do so. You walk up to there. Nothing appears to be different. You can see what is there. The door to the bathroom here is open. And as you're walking past it, you notice that there is what appears to be a mirror that is now shattered on the ground.
Nice. Do I get a hero point for calling that?
No.
So somebody was in this doorway looking in the mirror, and then it was like reflecting? Is that what I'm hearing?
It doesn't look like anything was like, it's not like a see-through mirror or anything. You assume that they were just covering the holes with the mirror.
Okay. I know what it is.
What the heck are those holes? That's weird.
So they take the mirror off, they look through the holes, they put the mirror back
Yeah,
on.
that's what it sounds
So that
like.
Why-
people use
Why a
the
mirror, though?
bathroom.
Oh,
So
it's a
that's-
bathroom mirror.
It's a bathroom mirror.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, it's a bathroom mirror. It's
Right.
not over the sink. It's across from the sink, which is odd.
It's just a mirror in the bathroom.
Just
where
a
you,
mirror in the bathroom.
where the trope would be put the painting. But like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Will,
Yes.
while we were like chilling on the ground or whatever for the past hour and a half, could I change my 2 pursue a leads? It only takes a minute to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. What are you changing them to?
I'm changing them from Missing People and the Dreaming Palace to Ralso and Hendred Pratchett.
Nice.
Seems
that
reasonable.
That just gives you bonuses to like tracking them and also recalling knowledge about them. Is that right?
It's like let me read specifically what it does. It's like to perception checks or a skill check to investigate a designated subject.
Mhm.
And I can also give other people the bonus also if they do perception checks regarding either.
Cool.
Nice.
It's something I truthfully haven't used a lot of, and I'm trying to be better about using it more.
Yeah. That's,
Good.
pretty cool.
So, yeah, it does not appear that anything has changed, and the hallways are empty.
Could I also roll survival, see if there's any footprints or tracks or anything like that on the floor?
Yeah, go ahead.
Natural 20 for a 27.
Hey, yo!
27. So you're not seeing any footprints or tracks.
Okay.
But you do see a small candle on the in the bathroom. That is, you would have to guess that has been only burning for 30 minutes. You would estimate.
We were being watched.
Has been burning for 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's nobody around here, so you would assume that somebody had lit this candle about 30 minutes ago and left it there whenever they left, and you're not sure what happened to them, but somebody has been there in that room within the past 30 minutes.
What is the light level in this area? I don't have any kind of dark vision.
Sure. It is low light.
Okay.
They are
He'll
like
take
oil.
the candle with him if it helps him.
Yeah, they're like oil lamps. A couple of oil lamps that are lighting, but they are not especially bright by any means.
Yeah, he'll bring the candle with him to serve as like a torch. He'll just kind of grab it out of the little holder.
Absolutely.
The doctor steps out into the hallway.
Yeah, he'll come back out and be like, all right, everything seems to be clear. Let's just make sure we're stepping lightly and making sure we're not making too much noise here.
Sounds good.
What's the plan? Do we want to investigate any more rooms? Do we want to see if we can just find where Ralso is? And the stone tower is particularly interesting to me, but what are we thinking here?
I said we
It seems-
investigate more rooms.
It
See
seems
if we
pretty
can save
clear
more people.
to me that this is how. This is solidly how missing people are going missing. People are going missing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So I think we need to either decide whether we go track down Pratchett, go and investigate that tower,
But shouldn't
or
we see if
confront someone.
shouldn't we see if there's anyone who needs our help in these other rooms?
I agree. There could be people in danger in these rooms here. Kashak will come over and roll, just listen to the door.
Sure, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh, nice. That is a 26.
26. Yeah, you put your ear up against the door, check around the cracks. There's no light coming from the room, and you don't hear anything.
The handle?
Try the door. Try the door.
I mean, I assume every door is going to be locked.
Handle
Yes,
check.
I agree.
Handle check.
It is locked, yes.
Okay, and then same thing for this one. Oh, do you want to do a perception check? I'm assuming.
Sure, yeah.
22, and he will. If he doesn't hear anything, he'll try the handle.
Also locked. No lights, no noise.
I think it's safe to say that he'll step away from the door at this point. I think it's safe to say that if nothing's in there and I can't get in, it's not worth wasting our time. We should probably make a way to anything that might serve us more useful.
My thoughts exactly.
Did we check the? I am curious. If anyone's downstairs in the main lobby, are the exterior doors now locked as well? Is that worth checking out first?
Possibly. He'll do his due diligence here. He'll walk down here and check this one.
Yeah, the doctor's curious if is also that, ballsy and is just chilling at the front desk. I doubt it, but
It's a 20 for the northern door in the end of the hallway, and then he'll come around here and he'll do the same thing with a 28 for that door.
So the door that you're currently at, the first one, same deal. The door you're currently at, however, is not locked.
He didn't hear anything on the other side with the perception?
Nope. Still no light, still no sound, but it is not locked.
He's got the candle in his right hand, so he'll just kind of he'll look at everyone, be like, I'm going to open this door, and then turn the handle or click the handle, and then slowly push the door open.
Draw her rapier.
Yeah, Bastard has a wand in his hand.
Okay. Pulling out the big guns. You slowly creak the door open to reveal a storage room. Appears to be filled with cleaning supplies and construction tools.
Search the room.
Sure.
25.
I'm gonna stand guard.
25.
doctor's outside too.
I'm rolling rocks on perception right now.
Rolled a natural one.
Hey.
Boinks.
I don't know where I am.
Pastor says, it's a room. Get out of here.
A couple
No
of things.
people. Bye.
Predominantly cleaning supplies and construction tools. You see things
Okay.
like like paint buckets,
Mops. Yeah.
mops, like saws and hammers. This place, as you will remember, is still recently finished. But two things stick out to you, Kashak, as you're going through this place. One, kind of hidden in the very back corner, behind some of the other supplies, you find another mop and bucket. However, the interior of the buckets and most of the bristles on the mop are, in fact, covered in dried blood.
Oh, right. Red.
Secondly, if you tear open some of the boxes, nothing particularly too interesting, except you pull out a leather satchel, about yay large. It's like a nice, neat little kit, and as you open it up, Dr. Forsyth, you'd be able to recognize this as a set of expanded healer's tools.
What?
What? Wait, what?
Wait, actually?
Yes. I didn't stutter.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what those do.
It's
Like
a
if you-
+2 or something. now.
It's
Plus
plus one on your medicine
item bonus.
checks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the doctor, he's in the hallway, so he doesn't see this.
I mean, Kashak's seen you use your tools, and he knows what they look like. but
He wears them constantly.
Yeah, he's seen you. Yeah,
It's
Displayed.
a very similar kit, except everything in it is just higher quality.
and I assume Bastro, if he's looking, he would also recognize healer's tools. Having
Yeah,
spent time with them.
Bastard's
Yeah.
jaw would kind of drop a little bit, what? They're really expensive.
It's
Is-
a nice
is this-
set of things. Yes.
Is this something I don't recognize what I'm looking at here?
This would be something you see this healer set I'm wearing right here?
Yeah.
This is more valuable and a higher end than what I'm wearing. And he's gonna kind of look out the door and yell out for the doctor, hey doc, come look at this.
Doctor will poke his head in, and his eyes will get big when he sees what you're holding, Bastards. He's gonna be like, Pastor, where did you find that?
Shock found it in this place I've never been in. Bastard still doesn't even know where he is, really. He's just
Every
so
place is a place you've never been in until you've been there.
Yeah. So as Dr. Forsyth and Master, you're looking through it, you find like, scalpels, scissors, like fine linen bandages, syringes. The problem therein being that it apparently hadn't been cleaned since its last use. And it looks like they weren't being necessarily careful with their tools when they were using them.
This is actually very much more ominous than I thought it was. This is pretty,
It's a very fine set of tools, and the tools have been...
well
you would
used.
know that there's no reason for there to be blood on the handle of a scalpel, unless somebody was just...
Yeah,
really
I
going
think
at
the doctor like looks at it and he'll maybe like, Bastro, may I take these?
Of course, yes. Here.
And he takes them and he'll maybe like he probably has some sort of like just something he uses to wash off tools with,
Vodka or
and
something,
he'll
sure,
try quickly to do that. This is flavor, right? Like mechanically, it doesn't have
Yeah,
impact the
it does
tools at all.
not whatsoever.
Okay.
But it is very obvious to the doctor and Bastro that they have been used relatively recently, and that whoever was doing so was not necessarily being careful with them.
yeah, not well taken care of.
You're not gonna run a DNA check on that blood?
He's out of the lab.
Yeah, send it out of the lab. Yeah.
Enhance.
Enhance. Zoom in.
This is very troubling, and what's going on here may be worse than we even imagined. We need to proceed with caution. I kind of want to go back down to the first level and just see what's up.
You want to just go down there? All right, we can make our way down. Kashak's
I
gonna
don't want to waste time or our advantage.
right. So he's gonna just take a perception check around the corners. So you just peek down.
The doctor. Well, yeah, okay.
Sure. Go ahead.
24, gonna peek in his way around the corner. 24.
Yeah, I mean, most of what you're seeing is just the like the straight shot back to the front door, or the door that led to the lobby, the double doors that led to the lobby. Those appear to be closed, and there's nobody in your immediate vision.
And any noises coming around, any speech or any shuffling of feet?
24, you said?
24.
The doctor wants to roll as well, and if he doesn't hear anything, he's just gonna walk down there.
Yeah.
I rolled a 21.
21? Yeah, no. You're not, like... You all have been to inns and places where
Not our first rodeo.
done communal, like, sleeping arrangements, like hotels and whatnot. The fact that you're not hearing anything
Very
continually, take that what you will.
A
Take
deafening
from that
silence.
what you will, because you are not used to this level of silence. This is
the-
uncommon.
The doctor, really quick, I'll roll a stealth check for this. I'm going to go down to the lobby, and I want to try the front door.
I'll follow you. I'll stealth too.
Oh, natural 20 on the stealth.
Let's go.
Nice.
Total of a 27. I'm going down the stairs. We don't need to change maps. I'm going down the stairs. I mean,
That's
unless
fine.
something happens, but...
I rolled a 19.
Already done.
Yeah.
It literally doesn't take any time.
Okay, so I'm going to go down and, like, try the front door and just see what happens.
That door, as far as you're concerned, is unlocked. You're able to. It doesn't really have handles. They're like push doors,
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going
They,
to
like,
push this open.
double doors that swing both ways.
Kitchen doors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to push it open, and I'm
Yeah.
going to say, Pastro, could you hold this open so that we have a constant line of sight on each other?
Gotcha.
And
We'll
then
go behind the desk.
Ralstom's
the-
not nowhere to be seen.
the doctor tries the main door.
Those doors are in fact locked.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
It just confirms what I kind of was expecting.
That's not that unusual though. It is night. It is like the middle.
But
of the night.
at an inn, it's not like it's like 10, isn't it?
I mean, shops close when they close. Check in and check out is when it is. Like,
That's weird for an inn though at a busy time of the year.
You would
to
also
me. I
remember
don't
that
know.
the door was locked when you all watched the old lady go in at like
Yeah.
8:30. She had
Oh,
to
I'm just
knock,
wasting time.
and
It's just
Ralsto
okay.
It's just
Yeah.
a security thing, I think. I don't think it's all that
I'm just
unusual.
wasting time. All right,
That's
the doctor.
why I was so confused. I was like, we know they keep the doors locked. Like, so
I
Oh,
did
man.
not know that.
Worth checking anyway. So I think Kashak wants to check out the rest of the upper level before we do anything on the lower level here.
Doctor, you were pretty drunk that night, I think.
Okay, so everyone back to the second floor.
He'll kind of kick over to this corner. Is it just so we go both ways?
It does.
north and south.
Let me reveal this for you.
We've gone across the foyer, across the landing with the gigantic tapestry painting, and so we're on the other side of the upper level.
Are we concerned about light giving us away? I do have dark vision.
I mean, it's not all that unusual for hotel guests to be walking around with a lantern looking for something like a bathroom or something, right? I mean, obviously this is not a normal hotel. We're not normal hotel guests, but
You see
I also
a door.
I don't know how much it matters to be stealthy now that I think about it, though.
yeah.
You see a door down here, and then the wall in front of you stops up to the north here. curves
Continues
around
down
to
that
the
way.
right.
Let's check out this door. 28 perception.
28 perception. No
Just
light.
let's see.
No light. No sound.
Handle.
It is unlocked. Okay. You open it up to find what appears to be like a.
Extra expanded healer tools.
It just looks like it goes to a small stairwell that seems to go up to a landing with another door. It's kind of like just another raised area, and then drops back
Down.
Yeah, it's only like 4 steps up.
Yeah. Some kind of
so-
like private suite, maybe. Let's just keep perception checking these doors. That's a bad roll. 12 on that. We're listening.
12.
12.
Same deal. No noise, no light.
Handle.
This one is unlocked.
He'll just kind of like give a look to everybody. Try to like some kind of signal.
The doctor just is nodding.
Turns the handle.
Turn the handle.
Twinkle Toes has her rapier drawn again.
Okay. Inside, as you open the door, you see a faint blue light begin to emerge from what looks like a wall light on the back wall. So, like, as you're opening the door, the light just kind of and begins to faintly glow in this soft blue.
Cool.
The floor of this room is painted with what looks to be like leaves and branches and Kashak. This place very obviously is meant to be reminiscent of like the Moangi Expanse and the
Okay.
jungles therein.
Cool.
You see that there are plants that are draping down the walls and cascading onto and across the floor. And you see that there's a large hammock in the corner, the top northeastern corner, strung across between the walls, and various bags and boxes that are scattered throughout the room, meant to look almost like an explorer's camp or some kind of jungle
Base camp or something. Yeah. He'll signal to like somebody to make sure that the door stays open so we don't close it behind us. But he'll step in. And I think for a bit he's just gonna like stand in the middle of the room, looking down, looking up at the plants. He'll take another step towards the hammock, and I think he'll just sort of like put a finger on it.
Okay.
Run a finger up and down it, just like looking at it.
So before that happens,
Sure.
as you step into that space towards the hammock, the section of floor beneath you gives way.
Trapdoor!
You drew him in with the Mwangi Expanse room. Bastard.
And the floor around begins to tilt in towards this new pit. You see
Oh, it's like a ramp now. Okay.
that fountains in the wall now begin spraying, like pushing things in towards the pit.
Like a water slide?
Sort of.
Yeah.
But first, I need you to roll me a grab an edge roll, which I believe.
Gonna hero point that natural too. Is that acrobatics?
Yeah,
This is the first time we've actually had to
Grab
do
an
this.
edge.
So grab an edge is a reaction that you can take to falling. It's similar to like a reflex save, but it is now a separate thing. It is a reflex save, in fact.
Yeah, it's a reflex save.
But is a specific action to represent you catching yourself.
24.
24. So as you are like falling, you feel just nothingness empty below you, and your quick and keen instincts and adept climbing abilities kick in as you slam into the side of the wall, desperately grabbing on for purchase, and you like grab the very corner of this now slanted in section of wall
Okay.
as the water begins to just rush over top of you.
It's just getting buffeted in the face by this stream of water as he's like holding on.
And you all are watching too, from the doorway, as just the entire floor begins to shift. Everything crouches, or like it springs up at a 45-degree angle, and water just begins rushing in. And Kashak, underneath you just see a black pit. You can't see the bottom.
Can I pull myself up?
Sure. You don't have climb speed yet. Go ahead and roll.
I do not have a climb speed.
Roll a climb check.
It's a climb check? Okay.
Yeah.
I pull out my 50 feet of rope.
Natural 20 for a 30.
Yeah, so you are able to pick yourself up and fight against the current, which is stiff to be certain, but you don't think would have been enough to knock somebody who is fully prepared for it. It just
I have a 16 strength too. Yeah.
So you're fine.
And then can I just like high step my way out of this room into the hallway?
Sure. Yeah, you are able to slowly make your way out as you.
Actually, am I being like pushed by the current at all? Can I like stand here and like look around for a bit? Or is he just like?
You would have to hold on.
Okay, then he'll just get out. He'll just
but
step out.
with your 30, you're able to just get out.
Propel himself and then get out. Okay, yeah, he'll be out.
And
After
after
have like just gotten the rope back to Vasco and Dr. Forsyth, and is like getting ready to like throw it into you, and it's like.
And
Never
Kashak will
mind.
come out like panting. Oh, thank you. I appreciate your thought and your quick action. If I had not been if I had been a little bit less prepared, I might have really needed that. Thank you.
Well, I'm really glad it was you that had to deal with that, not the rest of us. So.
It will always be me at the front of danger in times like this.
Shark, you're so noble.
after about 45 seconds, you hear this like clicking, this like as the water, the like jets of water from the walls begin to dissipate, and then the floors creak back into place, and the trapdoor just resets.
This place is a death trap.
I agree with you on that
This is
remark.
worse than I thought in every way. Is this nothing down here?
It extends back around. It's like a hallway that goes back around to the left there, or to the right.
We assumed that the ochre jelly was like the worst part of this. I think it might just be one of the rooms.
One of many.
Our room.
One of many dangerous
Our room,
things.
that pool of water had like a trap door in it or something. That like
I don't know. I'm still sort of worried about Kashak like Gale's melting off at any moment. You know,
It was actually acid, not water.
that's my thought. You know.
Yeah, Kashak will kind of like stay looking inside the room, look at all the decorations and everything. People who stay in these rooms are most likely residents or people from these places that they come from. Wangi Expanse visitors probably stayed here. Some of them could have been Iruxi. And then he'll just kind of turn around and peer down the hallway.
Sure. You take a look. This like landing back down to the original level, kind of catty corners around, as such, and leads off into another hallway.
My God, I gotta go.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's like that Runelord's map all over again with 17,000 doors.
Yep.
He'll just keep looking down hallways until he gets like a significant stretch, and then I got a perception check for you.
Sure. Yeah, you just peer around the corner here, nothing much to see. But you see the end of the hallway there, where it's marked off, and then 2 more doors that are on this side of the hallway.
He'll just turn around. 2 doors. I'm gonna go ahead and listen up at each one of them. I'll start with the closer one. 18 perception to listen.
Same deal. No light, no sound.
Handle.
It is unlocked.
Turn it. Open it up. I think if he doesn't hear anything and it's unlocked, he'll open it. Just as a baseline here for you.
Sure. You see a familiar room that Bastro would have described to you. This is the room that you believe to be themed after the nation state of Nidal.
Yeah.
To go back over,
The Zon-Kuthon room.
Black and gray walls, like gray wrought iron canopy bed, like smoky glass windows that are like frosted. There's like a single gas lamp that is on it is on the desk here, but it's not currently lit. Doesn't appear to be anyone in here. You see, in addition to the iron bed, there's an iron wardrobe, where the lamp is, and something that Bastro was unable to make out was there is a it's not actually depicted here, but along this wall there is a rack, like a torturer's rack, with like manacles and everything, and a number of sharp instruments that are displayed around it on the floor, and a sculpture in the bottom corner here of a flayed, eviscerated man.
Good.
And it's like inset into the wall behind it, as if the wall were a thin membrane and the man is being pushed through from the other side.
Like on Solo?
Yeah, like exactly. In the carbonite, like this man is like flayed and pushed in.
Kashak leans to Twinkle Toes. I think I'd bet my black scale that thing's gonna come alive if we step inside here.
I agree. I motion forward Bastro and I say, "Can you use that magic?"
Do your doohickey. Do your thingy.
I'll do my doohickey. Let me see what the it should be 30 feet emanation.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, it is. Okay, great. So I'll cast that right there, right where I am. 5, 10, 50. Yeah, that reaches. Anything in the room?
Need to get some of the next room.
Do you have you said you had 30 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to find my measuring tape. From where you currently are, correct?
Right.
You notice
with his first, I think with second edition it's a little bit different. It's like you only notice the presence or absence of new magic. Is that right?
Yeah, you notice the presence of
unfamiliar magic.
A few, more than one. You're not sure how many sources of magic that you are unfamiliar with.
Kashak will kind of put his candle down if you say something about this, and he'll draw his bow and notch an arrow, and he'll say, "I can take the first shot at the statue if that's what you'd like me to do."
Wait, so you said
I mean, nobody's
did or
in
did
there.
not
Why do we
sense?
need to disable the room? I think we should just keep moving.
I think I agree with Twinkletoes. Bastro, can you concentrate on your powers to find specifically where it's coming from? Is that possible?
Oh, so now you're
Yeah.
into magic, huh? Now you're a big fan of magic going on.
It has its uses
Religious.
at times.
Just religious magic.
He's being nicer
not
now.
like- It's not like all magic, is it? Are you
He's being more
completely against magic?
Generally speaking, yes, but this is a Machiavellian approach at the moment.
Wait, so Will, you said I had sensed how many items, like how many instances of
A
magic?
couple.
More than one, you don't know. The spell Detect Magic only gives you the presence or absence of magic, magic that you are unfamiliar with. I am being generous in my, and I don't mean to say that like I'm great, but like really you would only know if there is or is
You
not
are
magic
great,
you're
though, babe.
unfamiliar with.
Metal detector. It's like
I'm telling
whoop, whoop,
you that your abilities are giving you the fact, your innate senses are giving you the fact that it's definitely more than one, but you have no idea how many or where.
It
If
will.
you guys,
Yes.
if you guys want to spend 10 minutes, I can see if I can identify that statue. If it, to
Oh,
see
it's
if
10
magical.
minutes.
No,
I'm
no.
Not sure we have the
Yeah.
time.
Absolutely not.
Well, then let's try the next door.
Yeah,
let's
we don't
just
have
keep
to-
moving.
we shouldn't
Let's just
risk
keep
it.
moving.
We don't need to fight for no reason.
agreed. Kashak will stow his bow, and that is a 20 or it's 27 on the perception to
27?
listen at that door.
No light, no sound.
Handle unlocked. She'll open it if it is.
It is unlocked,
Chink.
and it appears just to be another bathroom.
Oh boy.
Are there eye holes in the wall? They'll check.
Yeah, check the
Go
mirror.
ahead.
Mirror,
Perception.
mirror.
Another 27.
You give it a pretty good once over. There is a mirror, but you like pull it off the wall. This
Yeah.
one doesn't seem like it was meant to be moved easily like the other one. It wasn't like tacked on or hung by tacks. It's like tacked into the wall, but you're still able to like pull it off of the wall. Nothing as far as you can tell behind it. Nothing hidden along the walls that you can see.
That's odd.
This
But
room
did somebody
doesn't
like
have that.
carve eye holes into the room once they knew we were in there? Did somebody like want to
Maybe.
watch only us?
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I think we should switch to downstairs more because it looks like the other room had a trap that made you fall down, right? I mean, it was a trap it was a trap door basically. So maybe we should
I
be
think we
searching the
should.
first floor more.
I
To
think we should
that,
clear
or
out.
should we go towards the tower? I mean, I'm also more concerned about those locked rooms now. Like, I feel like those locked rooms had other guests in it.
The end of the hallway to the north should go into the second level of the stone tower if we want to just check there before we go back down to the lower level.
I think
Alright.
that's what we should do.
Yeah, we have
Is
one
this
more.
this-
We have one more section on the second level, so I think it's maybe we can just
Yes.
pop over there. Kashak will do that. If he's trying to be stealthy. If you'd like me to roll a stealth check, I can. He's trying to be
I
as
don't
quiet as
know if we
possible.
need to. We made a huge ruckus
Yeah.
getting out of our room. I
think-
think stealth's kind of out the window.
Out of
Do you-
instinct
do
and
you
habit,
want to
you know
or
what
not?
I mean?
It's up to you.
I'll roll it. Screw
We're
it.
trying to be quiet, yeah.
Natural
We should.
18 for a what the hell is my bonus? Oh, 27 for the
Okay.
stealth.
And if you all are following closely behind him, you would also need to roll if that's your intention to be stealthy.
Yes. Let's all be stealthy.
Okay. So go
He's
ahead
fine
and-
to go a little bit ahead of you guys if you're okay with that. If you want to hang back a bit, you can, but whatever you want to do.
I rolled a
16.
30, 20.
I had 16 as well.
So lowest is 16, I heard.
Duly noted.
He will peek around this corner of the northeastern floor plan here.
You get the hallway that ends where I have indicated there, and one more door
Ah.
on the inside. Looks like it goes to the room that would be right around to your side there.
Yeah, let's give it a perception to listen. That is a 25 perception.
25.
I am literally only rolling above 13 on these perception checks. I am
That makes me nervous for combat.
I'm blessed by the gods.
Same deal. No light, no sound.
Check the door handle.
This one is unlocked.
Give it a little. Give it a little open.
Sure. You open the door to find So
A
do all of
+3 composite longbow.
all of these precision reveals here.
Oh,
You
this
see,
one's-
Oh.
What?
this room appears to still be under construction.
Oh,
Its
okay.
walls unfinished and heaps of tools and
Just
sawdust
a bed.
scattered across the floor. A fanciful bed frame in the room center resembles a dragon-headed longboat made out of iron, while above a tattered tarp blocks light from pouring through an open skylight in the ceiling.
A +3 composite longboat bed.
Gives you really great rest checks.
And then this is this like this corner addendum there. Is that just like a little space?
Just like a
Yeah.
little alcove.
Little nook.
Anything on the floor that seemed like useful? Anything like nice or fancy with the tools, or anything like out of the ordinary? It's just construction tools. What am I seeing here?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay, 20.
Also, if you're gonna go in the room, check for traps before you do.
He's not going to go in the room after his last
Oh.
experience until he thinks he needs to.
After we'll go right here and cast detect magic.
Yeah, dirty 20, just looking around the floor from that space.
Can you guys show me where you're going? If you're moving, or are you all standing in the hallways?
He's just looking in the hallway, from the hallway. He's like
Okay.
peering his head into the room, but he's not going to step into the room until
And
he like, gets
Baster,
the all clear.
you're
for everyone
casting
else.
from there?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, because it's small quarters, so I think he's got to be aware of like all the different what 30 feet really means.
Right.
Yeah.
Still magic that you're unaware of. In terms of looking into the room, as you're looking, it's just mostly appears to be mundane building tools.
Okay.
However, as you're looking at the bed, something about the bed, the legs of the bed seem off, and as you're looking closer, you can see what looks to be like
Human feet.
gas pipes that are woven in to the bed frame
Yikes.
that are like popping up from the floor, weaving into the legs of the bed.
What kind of dragon are we looking at with this bed? Like, what's the design? Is it like a red
It appears
dragon?
to be some kind of Linorn, actually.
Oh, okay. Kashak will just kind of look confusedly at this design. He doesn't really recognize like.
Yeah,
Linorn
can I like
or-
roll recall knowledge? And, like,
Sure.
look-
Yeah, I guess Kashak wouldn't know what a Linorn looks like, but yeah, go ahead and roll a.
He sees like a dragon that he's like not familiar with, and he's just like, what is that? I don't know what that is.
Society, Arcana.
It'd be Arcana.
Oh, Arcana, yeah.
Alright.
Step out of the way here.
Oh baby, 22.
22. You are familiar with the concept of a Linorn. They are type of dragon, or more specifically, cousins of dragons. They are draconic creatures that don't have wings. They are from the far north. They come in all different types of forms, similar to like your stereotypical chromatic or metallic dragons. So there are different types, but they generally tend towards the cold or ice features because they are from the far, far north, the land of the Linorn kings. Yeah, that's about what you got.
What sort of dragon is this? I'm not familiar with anything that looks like that.
It's one of those wingless dragons from the north.
A wingless dragon.
Right. They are. Any reason why would I know why there's like pipes sticking up into the bed or making up the bed
Trap.
frame like that?
That's 100% a trap.
That thing is going to breathe fire if you step in the room.
But the room doesn't look finished yet.
Uh-huh.
Like, could I like
The
make
room
like
the trap is perfectly built. The room is not
a
finished yet.
crafting check or something to like see? I don't know.
You have no way of telling from here.
Okay, I don't want to go in the room though.
Yeah.
There also doesn't
No,
really appear to
I
be
don't
much of
think it's a
interest
good
in
idea
there.
for any of us.
I think as long as everybody's safe and there's no passersby or innocents, then we can continue along. Does everyone still agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
keep going.
Cool. What's down this hallway on the right side here? Stairs?
You see
Little stairs action. Little stairs.
little stairs action.
Little stairs action. Oh, baby.
You see more hallway. And then
So not stairs.
and then more hallway.
Okay. Lit.
And then more hallway.
He's doing like a serpentine almost, where he's like going against each wall and then looking, and then going against
And
like
I'm assuming-
shuffling against the wall.
I'm assuming
Looking.
Forsyth and Twinkle
Man,
Toes are keeping up.
Twinkle Toes, do you want
I'm
to
taking
be?
up the back now. Yeah.
You want to be in the back? Okay.
Well, if Bastro is up behind Kashak, then I'm gonna take the back.
And then hallway and a door.
The hallway continues to the right. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
He'll peer down the hallway before checking the door. He won't just like blindly walk in here.
Looks to
Okay,
open up
so-
into a much larger hallway.
Much more stuff.
And
Yeah.
Bastro would have looked into this area as well when he was looking with his familiar. This just appears to be a big hallway, and you can kind of like catty corner, extend your head around a little bit, and see that
Okay, gotcha.
all the way down to another door at the south here, and then the two exterior windows
Whoa.
along the side here.
Oh, those are windows.
Yeah, it's hard to say, hard to see because there's not much differentiation, unfortunately.
Except for the light coming through.
Yeah, the light
Yeah, the
coming
light,
from it in the
yeah,
middle of the
okay.
in the middle of the night, but I didn't have control over that, so here we are.
That's true. My closest friend, please check this door for me. I trust you with my life.
Okay.
And he'll
and
check the
pulls out
northern door.
his brassiere, put it up against the south door, and brassiere lowers the DC of trying to figure out if I can hear anything or not. So we'll see. That's what it does. Reminder. Oh, that's pretty good. That's gonna be a 26.
26.
I've got a 17 for the door to the north there.
Door to the north.
26 for the door to the south.
You're looking at both, or are you going one after
Bastro.
the other?
Bastro checked the 20 with the 26 to the south. Look, Kashak's got the 17 to the north at
Yeah,
the same
I got
time.
this one.
Gotcha.
At the same
Let's
time.
just keep
Yeah.
it to those two doors at the same time.
Yeah, totally.
I thought you were adding in the door to the far south for a second.
Nah.
Missing a step. here.
Three doors is ridiculous. It's too much.
Only 2 doors.
Bastro.
That was good. That was
Bastro,
good.
Thank
no
you.
lights, no sound. Kashak.
Me,
Kashak.
my character, I guess.
Yes. Kashak. There does appear to be lights emanating from somewhere on the other side of this door, but you don't hear any sound.
He will signal to Forsyth and Twinkle Toes that there's like something. He'll say like under the door.
So the doctor
Kind of
will
point
like
you.
squeeze around and go to this side of Kashak.
And Twinkle Toes will go behind and have her rapier drawn.
All right. Do we want to go? We want to go to this door to the north here. I'm gonna open it up. We'll see what's going on. Check handle.
It is locked.
Is Bastro's door locked?
Yeah, I didn't even check. Is my door unlocked? Bastard checks the handle.
It is also locked, but Kashak,
Me.
will you test the handle? From the other side of the door, you hear very faintly sound of the voice of a child. Just open the door. Just open the door.
Do any of the
Hey!
hear that?
Yeah, does only Kashak hear that?
It's very faint. Kashak would be like pressed up against the door as he's trying to quietly open it.
So
It's
just
very
a-
faint. Sounds like it's not like it's right on the other side of the door. It's from somewhere beyond it.
okay.
But it is very clearly the sound of a child's voice.
He will plant the candle next to the doorway. He will draw. draw his bow and notch an arrow.
Sense motive.
Can I sense motive a random child's voice? I don't think he would. I think he would just take the challenge. I'm gonna try to also force open this door with like a swift kick.
Okay. Go ahead.
Twinkletoes draws her her crossbow at this point.
That is a 15.
15. And you like kicking it, is what you said?
I mean, the force open action, it's pretty open ended,
Yeah.
but yeah, he'll try to just break into it.
So,
However,
Kashak like rears back, lifts his foot, and just like slams his foot square into the center of the door, and it just cracks in and slowly opens up. Well, let me see here. There's a lot going on in this room.
a couple things are gonna happen.
A couple of things are going to happen.
I'm scared, man. There's some kind of
I'm terrified.
spirit in here.
You
Not good.
kick open the door to find Ralso sitting on a bed. You see her with like tears streaking down her face. Looks like she has like a leather notebook that is like open in her lap as she's sitting, and you see what looks to be 2 children's dolls that are standing upright on the floor in front of her.
Oh no 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 no. No 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 no.
Don't like this.
And that's where we're gonna go ahead and take a break.
Oh, I knew it. Oh my god.
Stick with us. This is gonna be fun for somebody.
Go nowhere. Go absolutely nowhere. You're not allowed to go anywhere, anybody.
We'll be back
my
in 15
God.
minutes, 8:40 Eastern Standard, and
Oh my god.
we'll see what's going on here. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you like what you've seen so far, go ahead and follow us, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Thanks, everybody.
See you soon.
Fine.
Oh man.
Welcome back, everybody. So, we left off.
Want to be back?
Kashak tries the handle of the door. It's locked, but from the other side. Just open the door. Just open the door. The sound of a childlike voice. Springing into action, Kashak kicks in the door to find a strange sight. Ralso, sitting on her bed, tears streaking her face, as she was apparently reading a small leather notebook, and two doll-like figures standing upright near her. Kashak, you slam the door open and she looks up, seeing you. I knew you'd be trouble. They couldn't finish you off. And again, just fighting tears. I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh,
God.
surprise, surprise.
Hey, yo!
I mean, since I was using the athletics action to force open the door, do you want athletics for initiative or do you want perception?
This is gonna be perception, as you are like taking in the room now.
Yeah, kick open the door and then looking in. Yeah.
To figure out what's going on.
It's only a 1 point difference for me, so it doesn't matter much.
Twinkletoes.
26.
Okay. Kashak.
17.
Dr. Forsyth.
Natural 1 for an 11.
Oof. Fortunately, you can't critically fail an initiative roll. Basra.
12.
12.
I thought I rolled the lowest.
Oh, man.
Oh, I got you, Bastra.
I
You
rolled
guys were,
like 4.
Okay.
Guys are spooked by me kicking open the door. Ah!
So, she says, I knew you'd be trouble. They couldn't finish you off. And she, from her belt, draws a knife and hucks it straight at Kashak.
Spicy.
You were trouble
When you
walked
walked
in.
You kicked open my door.
That is going to be a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, so this knife just comes, slams into your shoulder
Who is this ninja person? What?
for a total of 8 points of piercing damage as it just like
Ow!
buries halfway down the blade into your shoulder.
She threw a knife at me and it dealt 8
Threw a
points of
knife
damage.
at you. She's going to use her second and third action to draw what looks to be a short sword and another dagger. She's now got 2 weapons. Twinkletoes.
Alright.
You just see, you hear all of that. You can kind of see in at the dolls from where you're standing, but you just watch as this knife comes whipping through the door and buries itself in Kashak. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna dive through Kashak's legs and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and loose an arrow at this doll.
Which one?
Or a bolt, sorry. At this one. The top one.
Top one? Okay.
The north one. Yeah.
What do the dolls look like, really quick?
Let's,
Do they have differing, differing physical appearances so we can refer to them, or are they just like
They
creepy
do,
looking
in fact.
weird little dolls?
so
Ah!
kind of
Oh no!
Oh, terrifying. They
blow
look
them
like
up a little
demons.
bit.
Oh,
I hate
unfortunate.
that. I hate
Oh,
everything about
unlucky.
that.
Oh no!
Get a little better picture here for the stream.
We'll zoom in there.
Yeah, so one is like wearing red and it's like wavy red with haired locks. They both look to be like half orcs. Similar. They look very similar to Ralso herself.
Yeah, I'm sure there's nothing to say about that.
So one has like a red dress on, flowing red hair. The other
Or like
yellow.
her angels and devils.
Yeah.
This is awful.
One like
Everything
yellow
about this is
dress
awful.
and brown hair. Put them back to their appropriate size here. So you're shooting at the northern one at red.
At red.
Okay, roll to hit.
That will be a natural 14 plus 10, so 24 to hit.
There you go.
That does hit.
Alright. Oh, sorry. 23 to hit. This is with my hand crossbows, so +9.
Is that your final answer?
Yes,
That
23.
does hit.
Okay. That's gonna be 5 points of damage.
Yes.
5 points of damage. You watch as the bolt slams into like the center of the torso of this doll, but it doesn't stumble like it would if it were like standing. It kind of just like floats with the force of the impact, and then slowly drifts back into place.
Gross.
No, thank you.
Yep, no thank you.
Uh,
And then I
Thank
will
you.
flourish my dueling cape and get my +1 shield bonus.
Okay. After, oh, let me reveal the rest of this room. Now that
Oh,
you are
please.
there. There looks to be like another dresser off behind you, Twinkle Toes, and then a door.
Interesting.
I would have gone into the corner so that I cannot be flanked. I would have used all 30 feet of my.
That's still 25 or 30.
You're
yeah.
fine. Yeah. This creature right here, yellow, we shall call her for now, is going
Little
to
yellow.
float like an inch off the ground and just kind of, and then zoom straight up towards Twinkle Toes here.
Still not very far off the ground though.
No. But Twinkle Toes, to you, it's like they're waist high to you. And it's gonna punch you.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was gonna do something creepy. It's just punching. Okay.
It's taking the Bastro school.
Yeah.
All right.
That is going to be a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
Wow.
Yeah, and a surprising amount of force comes from this little wooden doll. As
Friggin'
it
Conor McGregor is a small doll.
as it slams into your shin. It's not comfy. Not comfy by any means. For a total of 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
8 points from this
Yes.
tiny little doll.
Oh,
For
Wow.
this
we're in it. Yeah.
tiny little doll.
Great.
That is the end of... Actually, it's got one more action.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna punch again.
Probably.
Little left jab, right hook.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna do right now.
Right
A 10 is not gonna hit you though, so
Nope.
that is the end of its turn, which means it is now Kashak.
Nice. What are the ceilings like in here?
The ceilings go up about 15 feet.
Perfect.
Here.
He'd like to spend his first action starting his climb like on this wall and then getting about 10 feet up this square's wall.
Sure, go ahead and roll a climb check. Or
Okay.
whatever you're gonna do. I don't know if you
Yeah.
want to use assurance on this or not.
The 10 to hit was not a natural one, was it?
No, it was not.
Okay.
That's a fair
I
point.
have a thing if anybody critically fails a hit against me. Oh wait, a 10 would be a critical fail
Do you have
of a
a
hit.
DC
Yeah.
20?
Your AC 20?
DC 20?
Yeah, I have an AC 21 right now.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
What does it do?
That's awesome.
I would like to use my opportune repost.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh wait, this is so cool. Is this the first time we've seen this?
We're doing
Yes,
swashbuckler
it is.
things
Yeah,
now.
we're doing-
Yeah.
no idea what
This is the first
So
time.
cool.
So what the opportune repost is a swashbuckler feat. So it says you turn the tables on foes who fumble, capitalizing immediately on their mistake. You gain the opportune repost reaction, which is you either make a melee strike against the triggering foe or attempt to disarm it of the weapon it used for the
Cool.
strike.
Wow,
Since
that's so
it
cool.
punches me, I'm gonna use it to make another strike.
Try to cut its arm off.
I was gonna say, you want to just rip the arm off?
I mean, I don't think that'll work, so I'm gonna.
Yeah,
It's a good
I'm gonna
instinct.
strike it
It's a good
instead.
instinct.
That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
Yes. But not good enough.
The doll, off balance. You're not used to creatures levitating in this way, so while it does fumble and miss, you watch as it just levitates itself back into a neutral position just outside of the strike.
All right, we're in it
Okay.
now, boys and girls.
Yeah, we are
Alright.
in it.
We are in
We
it.
need some flanking on this.
Yep.
Anyway, so Kashak is going to use assurance for a 17 on that.
Sure. And
western
so
wall.
remind me how much speed you're getting during your time.
I get 10 feet of movement per action.
Okay. So you're going.
Like onto the wall, which is
Uh-huh.
like 5 feet up, like
Uh-huh.
along the wall, and then like diagonal to be 10 feet off the ground on this wall.
Okay. So that's gonna be like 2 actions though. Since you gotta like move into the space and then over and up.
Yeah, I think he was looking for like I was looking for like a wall run kind of situation, where I would like
Yeah, but
start
if
to
you're going-
climb from that space. It's fine if it's not.
Yeah,
Whatever
I mean,
climb.
yeah,
Yeah,
The problem is you're like 5 feet off of one action just by getting into the space. Is what I mean.
I just want to spend one action to climb and get on the wall. Is that
Yeah.
possible?
So you can be 10 feet up right here, or you can be 5 feet up right here. Take your pick.
I'll be 10 feet up in the doorway,
Okay.
and that's one action. Perfect.
That's one action.
And then he will hunt prey on Ralso herself.
Seems
And
reasonable.
let's give a hunted shot here. So 2 strikes. First one is a 19
On Rolso,
on Ralso.
you watch as she just brings the dagger up and like slices the arrow in 2 as it's coming at her.
Damn it.
Oh,
All right. Second strike here. Lower.
Okay. Yeah, she is nimble. She's quite nimble.
Everything's above AC 20. Interesting. That's my whole turn.
Okay. And
He's 10 feet up in this doorway, guys. He's not in your way at all.
Yeah.
it is now Red's turn. Red. It's gonna take 2 move actions and like rise off the ground 10 feet.
Damn it.
And gonna try to punch Kashak in the mouth. 12 to hit.
Ball's not gonna hit.
Yeah. So that
Unfortunately,
is her turn. That is her turn.
Nice.
Next up is going to be Bastro.
All right, can I see the red doll from where I'm
You cannot. The red doll is up above the door frame.
All right, Bastro's gonna run in
You can be under
So,
Kashak if
5,
you want to do that. You can be
10,
under.
15, 20, 25.
Okay.
And then from there, he wants to recall knowledge on this like floating doll that's already all the way up near Kashak.
Sure. That is a really good question
Arcana,
as to what
maybe?
skill you're gonna be.
Yes, what
rolling.
is the knowledge recall for floating dolls in this game system?
I wonder.
I want.
I want to say.
Autism, maybe?
I want to say it's
I
a
have actually no
cultism,
idea.
but-
Maybe
It is Arcana.
too.
Arcana.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Arcana or crafting.
Arcana for sure. 25.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You know exactly what these are.
Oh my goodness.
Whether it is by some kind of training that you've done, or just some rumors that you've heard about them. What skill did you roll? Arcana?
Arcana.
Arcana?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Expert.
This is
You've-
the skill you told him to roll.
Well, he rolled. There were 2 options. I just couldn't remember
Oh,
which
okay,
one he
okay,
chose.
okay.
So maybe somewhere along the way you actually like read a book about these things. These are what are known as soulbound dolls.
Okay.
They are like crafted dolls or mannequins that have been imbued with the sliver of a soul from a mortal being.
Oh.
Your Horcruxes.
Yeah,
Horcrux.
literally a Horcrux.
Yeah.
It's literally a
Similar
Horcrux.
idea. They are
Probably more sentient though, like independently
Yeah.
sentient.
They are. They have a remnant of the personality of the person who was used to make the doll. So they're not inherently evil. They are fragments of the donor's soul. So fragments of the person that was fused into them. But they can only be made through, like, extremely traumatic deaths.
Yeah, dark magics. Yeah.
You know that they are, like, immune to a variety of things. They are constructs, so they're immune to a lot of things that would be dangerous to, like, mortals or, like, living beings. So things like bleeding, obviously, death effects, disease.
I think 3 of us have a significant amount of precision damage in our builds, right? I think that Twinkletoes, Dr. Forsyth...
Precision?
Yeah.
Not
I
necessarily.
don't think so.
Are they not?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not
There are many that are. You would. This one is not. And
Oh, nice.
Bastard
Okay,
would be
good.
able to tell you that.
Yeah, Kashak would, like, ask specifically if you said anything about it, so, okay, good to know. All right.
Furthermore, they do have, based on the soul that they have a fragment from, they can have a variety of different innate spells that they can cast.
Interesting.
Oh boy.
Really, really cool.
Wow.
What cool creatures for this encounter, too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
This is so much fun.
So Bastro, yeah, so you know that. You're able to, in some succinct version, disseminate that to your party.
That's exactly what he does.
And if you speak any of this out loud, you just watch as Rolso just, like, again, begins crying, although this time a little more stoic. She's not, like, openly weeping, but you see the tears begin to flow down her face again as you're explaining what a soulbound doll is.
Is it her soul, I wonder? Or is it somebody else?
Gotta be, right? It's
Some-
gotta be. If she's
or-
controlling it.
I think it
Well, you
looks
said,
like her,
you,
too.
you said it's a fragment, so, I mean, yeah, she is a half-orc. It's gotta be parts of her.
Bastro,
yeah.
you would know that the person has to be dead. Like, it's not like a
Oh.
transferring pieces kind
It's
of
like,
thing.
it's like her
They're-
family. It's like her husband and her
Yeah.
son, or her daughters, or something like that. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh.
Heartbreaking.
Third
That's
action.
dark.
Yeah.
Third action's good. Stoke Twinkletoes' heart.
Okay.
Nice.
He's gonna explain how wicked that these dolls actually, like, how they're made and stuff, and, like, please put an end to the sliver of soul, whatever makes it tick, whatever.
Okay. After Bastro is Dr. Forsyth. But Dr. Forsyth, you've seen, like, virtually none of this, except for the little sliver of Kashak's feet that you can see, as he's, like, dodging and weaving around a tiny doll that is floating in the air. But you hear everything that Bastro is saying. What would you like to do?
I just heard this horrifying tale that
Yeah.
Bastar's been shouting about these soul-bound dolls.
What is this about dolls?
Yeah, so I think the first thing he's gonna do is gonna move into the room. Can I diagonal here, or will I have to go around?
You're gonna have to go around. The door doesn't take
Yeah,
up
okay.
the entirety of the
Yeah.
5-foot space. So
More frames.
5, 10, 15, 20. Well, I don't know if it makes sense to be there because Kashak, you're using a ranged weapon, so you don't get flanking.
I'm also 10 feet up. Yeah, but I wouldn't get flanked. I mean, if it's right next to me, I wouldn't shoot an arrow. But would you provide flanking with
it
the
is right
altitude
next
as
to
a
you, but you were
question?
both 10 feet in the air, so it is out of melee
Yeah,
range.
It's not
Unless you're
flanking.
standing directly below it.
It's not flanking, yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go here. Actually, and could I do with my second action some sort of recall knowledge on like Ralso? Seeing like what Ralso's doing and like the type of weapons she has out. Is there could I recall knowledge on Ralso to see if I could get any information that could be useful?
Sure, you can roll society.
Sure, I will gladly do that.
I guess mechanically, like class abilities or like something like that.
It's gonna be a little difficult.
Yeah.
But you can
And just
certainly
anything.
try to.
Um,
I think Dr. Forsyth is more adept at analyzing people than the average person.
I did specifically say Ralso was my pursue a lead, and it says that pursue a lead, you get perception or any other skill used to investigate the lead.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
totally.
That,
Totally.
that is exactly what
Cool.
it's meant for.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Once you find the lead, it's not like you lose the benefits of pursuing it.
Well, just making sure in combat it would still
Yeah,
work.
and you're also like drawing in all of the information and interactions that you've already had with her to kind of also help inform this. You've got a hero point.
So I rolled a natural 1 for initiative, and I just rolled another natural 1. For God's sakes.
Good job.
You have a hero point. Do you have a?
I'm not gonna use it on a recall knowledge on a human, like on a half orc. I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna
you roll a 16 and you still fail.
The total is 13.
13.
Anything from the society check?
Just
at all.
anything, and like anything, like what was there precision damage that was involved in that knife that was thrown at Kashak? Like,
You would get the sense that she is clearly used to like street fighting. You see that the stance and the weapons that she's choosing to use are pretty common amongst like thieves and thugs on the streets of Absalom. So there's this like juxtaposition between her like formal wear and this like
gang fighting style.
almost almost like gang fighting style that's coming out. This,
I
like,
can see it. That's actually a very cool visual.
That's awesome.
Third action, I will raise my buckler. That's my turn.
Raise the
All
buckler.
right. That is the end of round 1. Oh, wow. But that means it's the beginning of round 2, which is
That is how that
Ralso's turn.
works.
I can count sequentially at least 3. Ralso is going to take her turn and use her first action to move to here. She's going to use her second action to strike out at Bastro with her short sword. And she's actually going to do a double stab.
I'm definitely not flanked, right?
You are 100% flanked, my friend.
Sorry.
So that's a -2 on Bastro's end, not a +2 on her.
Right.
end.
Bastro is
Yeah,
flat-footed,
okay.
which it decreases his AC by 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's making 2 quick strikes, one with the short sword, one with the dagger, both out at Bastro. Short sword is going to be a 17 against your flat-footed DC.
Oh, hits exactly.
The dagger is going to be a 20, so also another hit. So these 2 quick jabs come in. Both of your shoulders, you get like almost like an X slash across your chest from these 2 weapons as she brings them around with lethal efficiency. And the fact that you're slightly off foot, you feel like she's getting in stronger jabs. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, hitting with 2 of these is really bad.
First hit is going to be 15 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And the dagger is going to be 13 points of piercing. Just slash, slash, like right across your chest.
So 15 and 13.
Correct.
Yikes.
Alright, yeah.
28
Bastro goes
damage.
down.
Wow.
And then she's going to step back with her last action to here.
So the 2 strikes was a 1-action maneuver?
Correct.
Just
28 points of
immediately.
damage with 28 points of damage with 1 action on
She
non-critical
rolled
hits.
really, really well.
That's frightening. All right, we in it, y'all. We in it.
Yeah, we're here. Okay. Astro, no.
Twinkle Toes, it is your turn.
I'm stressed.
Seeing Bastro fall, I'm gonna cry out and strike at this doll again, so that it doesn't try to hurt him anymore. That's a natural 17, so a 27 to hit.
That definitely hits, yeah.
All right. I guess I'm probably not still stoked if Bastro's
You are still
in pocket.
stoked until, like,
The beginning of his
until
next
the
turn.
end of
Okay.
Bastro's turn, where Bastro would have the chance to
Okay.
sustain it. Yeah, so
okay.
you are
Yeah.
still stoked.
All right. That's Stoke the Heart gives how many points?
Plus 2.
Plus 2. So that's 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage.
I'll slash at it again.
Okay.
That's not gonna hit though. Third action, I'm going to tumble through, if I may, to try to get over to here.
Go ahead and roll your acrobatics.
Alright. That's gonna be a... That's a 21 acrobatics.
Yeah, so you are able to slip deftly around this creature. You watch as it, levitates to the side to try to block you, but you're able to, tumble over it and get through. So you do have panache now, correct?
Yes, I do.
All right, we're working up. We're getting up there.
It's happening.
And that's the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
This creature, the one you just tumbled through,
Yellow.
is going to glide over this desk and then swing out with a fist. Oh my gosh, 14 to hit.
No,
So that's not a critical, right? Not a critical miss.
it is not.
Second strike is where we get natural 1. That
Nice.
is a critical.
That is a critical fail.
That is, and I will take my opportunity post and slash at it.
Love it. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it.
That is, wait, what is my, that's an 18 to hit.
Fortunately, that's not quite enough. As you're dodging, dancing around the attack, you whip out a quick poke, but isn't able to connect.
Since riposte is a reaction, it's its own multiple attack penalty, right? It doesn't suffer from your previous one. It does.
Oh.
Okay.
Then that should have been lower, I think.
Either way, you missed both of them, so it didn't make a difference.
Okay.
But yeah, that the multiple attack penalty stays through the beginning of your
It
next turn.
carries over, until you start.
Until the
your turn
beginning
again.
of your next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even if you have an attack of opportunity, it still does
Correct.
that. Yeah.
Right.
correct.
Right.
But it's still useful.
Yeah, it's just usually gonna be really low.
Absolutely.
That is the end of her turn. Kashak. This thing is trying to punch you in the face.
Yeah, Kashak was still kind of laser focused on, since this thing hasn't really bothered him yet, he's still laser focused on Ralso for a moment. So he's going to take his first strike with an arrow against her. Ralso in the corner there.
Are you doing a hunted shot or no?
No, just a regular shot, but I also rolled a natural frickin' 4. Stupid game. That's a miss. He then will go see
math
this.
rocks.
Stupid math. He'll see this creature fly up to him, and he'll switch his hunt prey to her, to the doll.
Okay.
And then take a claw swing.
All right.
Take a swat at it almost with his claws.
Sure.
Natural frickin' 2. Ben was right. I rolled too well in my perception checks to get
Throw it
her.
away.
I can't do anything.
Throw it away.
I was
Get a
I
different
was
one.
worried about it.
Did me so well, and now it's doing me so dirty. That's my all turn.
Ooh. Well, it is now her turn. Let me see here. Let me see. So they have that. Do. Oh man. Oh man, this creature emanates a wave. This,
Oh no.
This wave of negative energy just bursts out as she
You
uses
have harm.
all 3 of its actions to cast a wave of negative energy.
That would hurt Bastro too.
Yes,
Ah.
it would.
Oh,
Uh,
what does that mean? Does he go down? He goes down a
Dying
little.
2. Dying 2.
Oh,
he's
man.
still gonna roll a fortitude save.
Oh, sure.
But if he critically fails the fortitude save, he would automatically fail 2, or go down to wounded 3, or dying 3. Excuse me.
We'll see what happens.
So
Yeah.
everybody, including Rolso, are going to roll a fortitude save. Twinkle Toes.
14.
Kashak.
9.
Dr. Forsyth.
My luck is turning around. I rolled a natural 20 for a 26.
Okay. And Basra.
23.
Nice.
Okay. So, Dr. Forsyth, you critically succeed. Bastro is a normal success. Everyone else, including Rolso, failed. So that is going to be... Bastro, doesn't matter. You just take one... Or, no, you don't.
I go to dying.
He goes
two.
to dying 2 no matter
Dying
what.
two.
Yep.
Yep.
Right.
But everyone else is going to take...
Not Ben, right?
No.
Yeah,
not Ben. Or not Foresight.
Not
Everyone else
Foresight.
is going to take 8 points of negative damage.
Okay.
As this,
How is Sorry, go ahead.
as this wave of negative energy just washes over you. But that is the entirety of its turn.
Okay.
So,
Not good.
Twinkle Toes.
I'm after
Oh, wait.
Rolf.
Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bastro's got moved in the thing, so it messed me up. Bastro, go ahead and roll me a death saving throw.
Well, he got moved. Wouldn't it go to me next?
It goes right before the creature that put him down.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I-
you're right.
I-
You're right. Yeah, you are at the
I
end.
went after Bastro. But, yeah.
It just ruined my entire initiative tracker.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Forsyth. Excuse me.
So the doctor really quick wants to take like a. Can I do a free perception check on Twinkle Toes to see how she is looking? How is Twinkle Toes? Is she looking fine? Is she wavering a little bit?
She's a little better than half what her best.
So she looks like she could maybe stay in the fight for a second.
For a bit, she might be able to take 1 or 2 hits from Rolso.
One, maybe. Yeah, this thing. Okay, so the first action he's going to do is he's going to get down and medicine. He's going to battle medicine Bastro. That's the first thing he's going to do.
Absolutely.
And I put my other dice that I rolled consecutive natural ones on in dice jail, so new
Good.
dice.
Good.
Good.
DC 20. I'm elevating the DC of battle medicine, and I'm rolling for it with my new extended healing tools.
Already coming in
Nice.
handy.
And it's a 22. I rolled a natural 11 for a
Let's
22
go.
total.
Amazing.
So I get it. All right, now
How
you
much
get the
HP?
healing. It's 2d8 plus 18.
See, I wasn't even worried because this happens.
But I rolled snake eyes on the 2d8.
Let's
So
go.
now
20 hit points is still 20 hit
still
points.
20 hit points.
Still-
You go up
I'll
20
still
hit
take
points.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Once per combat though. That's
It's
that's the
better
key.
than nothing, I guess.
I have my one freebie. I have my freebie that I can use on anybody.
yeah, so you like wrap up any of the bleeding wounds on his chest, like throw some gauze and tape over it, and then just like mainline some adrenaline straight into his neck. Bastard just on the ground, being stood over by your 2 very best friends of the world. You've got 2 more actions.
I think I'm going to. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna step here and raise my shield. I think.
Bold. I like it.
Bold and brash.
It is now. Bastard.
This square right here, I can't stand in. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Bastard is now at your turn.
Okay.
You still have the option to sustain if you wanted to take it.
What?
To sustain,
Sustain.
stoke the hearth on Twinkle Toes.
Oh, I guess I do. I'll do that then.
Just wanted to remind you.
I'll
of that.
sustain that. I'll sustain her stoke. And then
Thank you.
when I recall knowledge on these things, they're magical puppets, right? That's
As-
basic.
that is a simplification, but yes.
So, Bastro would want to cast Dispel Magic on the floating one.
Interesting.
What?
Very interesting.
So
That's
Dispel
so cool.
Dispel Magic is a counter attempt.
Oh my god,
Some
these
of that.
rules are some of the most
Counteracting.
crunchy garbage in 2nd edition. It is the only set of rules that I absolutely dislike. It is very confusing.
Yeah, I was reading counteracting. It's kind of confusing.
They are
because
so
it's not
crunchy. Yeah.
But
it is-
like, I'm gonna try to read what I think is relevant. So, I'm counteracting a spell. I want to say. So I would be counteracting against the caster's CC. I'm not sure if this is a spell or not. So that's why I'm like, I don't know what.
Some effects try to counteract spells, afflictions, conditions, or other effects.
Yeah.
Compare the power of two forces.
So it's a little awkward because whatever magics that infuse these beings is already done, and now the sliver of soul is what's powering it, not the magic itself.
That makes sense.
So you can't dispel them.
I feel like Bastro would have known that from
specifically,
his
but
recall
Bastro
knowledge.
would have known that,
Okay.
so you don't
Yeah.
have to, take the action.
I
I
guess,
like what you're
yeah,
thinking.
that's what I meant. No, that's what I meant when I
But
asked.
the
like,
idea was
these spells are
so
magical.
brilliant
The idea
that
is
you
really
get
good.
another hero point.
That is a really cool
Okay.
idea, though.
It was a
That
really good idea.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's tricky. It's definitely
It's
the
just-
right idea.
yeah. It's just not quite how it works,
yeah.
unfortunately.
So can I just change what I was gonna do then?
Absolutely. Yeah, you still have two
Oh,
actions to
thank
do
God.
whatever you want with.
Okay, thank God. Okay.
No, it actually uses all 3 of your actions to think
So you're no longer
about
stuck.
that.
Yeah, sorry.
And don't forget, you are also prone right now. 'cause
You are
Yeah,
also
that's
prone.
fine. I'm assuming I still have my wand in my hand, so I'm going to cast command on the bitch that stabbed me twice. Maybe go down.
Command, let's go.
I'm gonna command her to drop prone.
Okay, and that is a will save.
That is will save.
And what's the DC?
DC is
Wouldn't
19.
you like to know?
I would like to know. Okay.
Well, all right.
She got a 25, unfortunately.
Okay, so a success is you're unaffected.
Yeah.
So nothing.
So you
happens.
watch just like the pain run across her face, and it looks for a second like she's about to just hit the deck, but she shakes her head off. Some of the tears just kind
He
of
shakes her head off.
Shakes her own head clean off.
shakes the,
Wow, that
shakes
was an
the
easy
tears
battle.
off.
Good job, guys.
We're fighting Bargui again.
That was easy. Combat over.
Wings just pop out and she begins biting you. No, she shakes her tears off. Excuse my misuse of language. As she resists the spell. Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Bastro?
Yes, it is. That's it.
Okay. It is now Rolso's turn.
Oh boy.
Rolso is once more going to attempt to double stab. The short sword is going at Dr. Forsyth, the dagger at Twinkletoes. The short sword at Forsyth is a 19 to hit.
Oh, raise a shield for the win, or raise a buckler for the win. That misses.
Okay.
Just barely.
And the
Just barely.
dagger against Twinkletoes is
18.
a 21.
Oh, that hits.
The dueling cape would have made the difference. That sucks.
No.
Oh, yeah, your AC 21 with the dueling
AC
cape.
21 with the dueling cape.
That is
Sucks.
8 points of piercing damage. The short sword glances off of the buckler, but she swirls around and just kind of gracefully slices the tip of her blade right across Twinkletoes' cheek, as she then attempts to tumble through in her own rights past Dr. Forsyth. Dr. Forsyth, this is against your reflex DC That is a 25, so I think she gets through it, yeah.
Yeah, that's a success.
Okay. So she's going to just like tumble around and pop over to here.
Oh.
She's then going to whip the dagger across at Kashak.
What did I do? Huh?
You've tried to shoot her twice now,
You shot me.
and you're climbing on her wall, like
I know. I'm leaving like sticky footprints everywhere. I'm really making a mess.
natural two, not even close with the multiple attack combo.
Nice.
Okay. Twinkle Toes, it is now your turn.
Okay. First, I'm not gonna run away from Dr. Forsyth because I'm hurt. I'm gonna. I'm going to.
Come to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing at this doll first. If I may do so.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Thank you. Ooh, yay! That's a 22 to hit.
We'll go.
That does hit.
Sweet. And I have panache this time. And I'm stoked.
You are, in fact,
yes,
so.
you are.
So this isn't a confident finisher. I didn't say so. It's just a precise strike. So.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, good amount of damage.
Okay. So precise strike is plus. I think it's just plus 2. Let me double check that. I don't know if it went up with my.
I think it's the damage dice that your confident finisher would be. Like if your
The number
confident
of
finisher
dice.
is 2d6, you get 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 2. Plus the 2 from Struck the Heart. So that's 8 points of damage.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah, you lay into this thing.
That's toasty.
Her. And then my second action, I'm gonna grab a one of my healing potions from my bandolier and chug it.
Okay.
It's gonna be, let's see, it's gonna be my it's gonna be one of my lesser healing potions that I'm gonna chug real quick.
Okay.
Oh, nice. 6 plus... Oh, another 6. 12 plus 5, so that's 17 points of healing.
Whoa.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
That is an efficient potion.
It is. It's expensive. But
Yeah, lessers are no joke.
yeah. So that was my second action. My third action, I'm going to flourish my cape.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
So, it is now this creature's turn. Your strike splintered like a chunk of wood out of the side of this doll's dress and her abdomen. So now it's just like ragged cloth hanging out, and you can see like a crack, a chunk of wood that is splintered off and is now like kind of hanging off at a jagged angle. But you watch as its hands begin to like glow, and this like red electricity begins arcing around its hands, and is going to try to reach down and like float down and try to just touch Bastro.
Float to my
Oh, rude. Bastard, you are
Bastard.
so muted.
I'm prone. Don't.
That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh.
It cast a spell, and you now
Wait, so-
watch as like these waves of red arc across and out from her hand, and then almost begin to coalesce and reabsorb back into the creature as Vastro.
There's some sort of healing thing.
Of like vampiric touch.
Yeah, like life
Yeah,
drain.
vampire
Yeah.
touch.
Yeah,
Vastro,
so
you
that was
take
my first thought too.
22 points of necrotic damage.
You're kidding.
What?
You're kidding.
I go back down, and I'm dying too.
And
You're dying 3.
Am I?
Because you were wounded.
Oh.
No, no.
No, it's
He was
dying
wounded 1.
Yeah.
He was wounded 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, but
Yeah.
he was at dying 1.
Right,
Got
but you always go back
It
to
doesn't
wounded one.
matter.
We-
It
Right.
doesn't matter your
You
dying
did
level.
this wrong for like years.
I always mess this up. I
Yeah,
always mess
yeah.
this up. Always mess this up.
I'm dying too.
Since he was at dying 2, he was recovered, went back to wounded 1.
Wounded 1.
With
Yeah.
wounded 1, if you go back to dying, you add 1 to your wounded condition. So from wounded 1, he
Yeah.
starts at dying 2 now.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what dying condition he had
Yeah.
before.
Doesn't
He
matter.
starts at wounded 1
I
every time.
always get that wrong.
I
Always
got
get
it. I got it wrong with my character who repeatedly died every session. I went to dying every session. I got this rules wrong for like 9 months. So it is what it is.
Character was that?
Don't worry about it.
And then it is going to
Some vodka guava.
float around back to here.
Ah, God, that's so annoying.
Yeah, she sucks.
Freaking flies away.
Kashak, it's now your turn.
This doll is still hunted, so let's throw some hands, or some claws rather. That is a, god damn it, I rolled a 6. 15. It's gonna
Actually,
miss.
that's not quite gonna hit.
Let's give it another attack. Miss again. I'd like to move, but I guess I need to spend the first 5 feet of my movement going from like this wall to this wall, like shifting.
Yeah.
So that's
Um,
5.
I almost imagine that you're like catty corner on it anyway, so you're more than welcome. to
Standing
just-
on each one.
Yeah. Because it would just be like, I think you're thinking about it like moving from 5 feet from wall to another, but you're already occupying the same space you would be occupying if you were attached to the southern wall. So
Then I'll go to here above the like
Yeah.
10 feet above her on the wall, like next to her.
and you're using assurance, correct? To make
Yeah,
your climb
yeah,
check. Okay.
Yeah. It's a 17 automatically.
Yeah. Just wanted to double check.
Thanks. That's it. I will eventually roll above a 7 on my attack rolls, but it's not yet.
But at least you have assurance for your climb checks.
That's it. Yeah, at least I don't have to worry about that shit.
It is now this creature's turn. This creature will float up behind you and try to punch you in the tail.
Why in the
Does he
tail?
get flanking?
No, I'm too high up.
Correct. 12. Not gonna hit you.
Thank
Second
you.
attack. Ooh.
Oh,
I think I just got you. 22.
yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
That is
Yep.
going to be for 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oogie. These
That's
don't
the-
hit very hard, but they hit often.
That is the end of her turn, and it is now Dr. Forsyth.
I feel like I haven't done anything this entire combat.
But you revived our friend from dying too, which is good.
Yeah.
The doctor, he's going to take a 5-foot step to right here. Second action, he is going to use his 1 extra use of battle medicine that he gets from the medic archetype, and he's going to battle medicine Bastro. DC 20, I'm going to roll for it, plus 11.
Thank you.
Hero point, I rolled a natural 7. Hero
There it is.
point. And, natural 9. I got it exactly.
Nice.
Good hero point economy.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Great hero point economy.
Alright. 2d8 plus 18.
See if you can roll Snake Eyes again.
You get 23 points of healing.
Close.
Strictly rubber banding, just going. Straight up and down.
Bastro, you are now at wounded 2.
Yeah.
Wounded 2.
Yep.
You will
And then,
instantly
third
die
action-
to go under to a crit.
yeah, holy crap.
Just keep that in mind.
Third, I raise my buckler. That's my turn.
I'm so scared.
Don't get crit. It's easy.
Just don't get crit.
You
Yeah.
get crit.
Just don't get crit. Have a higher AC than the
Oh.
attack roll. Yeah.
Okay. It is now Rolso's turn. Rolso will step to here and stab up at Kashak's legs.
Can you reach me if I'm 10 feet up the wall? She's 5 feet tall. She's
With-
5 feet of reach.
With arm reach and sword length.
Well, I mean,
Makes sense. Yeah.
it would be as though I'm this far away from her on the ground. Or like this far away from her on the ground.
Well,
Not
no,
not
it's
technically. It'd be like you were right here on the ground.
It's not 10 feet away from you. She has height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be like
Alright.
yeah. So she's going to like stab up at your ankles and your little iguana toes. That is a
That was his nickname in high school.
that's a 26 to hit.
Oh my fucking god, yes, of course it is.
For 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Is she double slicing me or just one
No,
hit?
she threw her other dagger. She now just has the single sword.
Oh yeah, she missed. Nice. It's like in the wall, 10 feet up.
Yeah. The butt of it like bounced off the wall and it's no longer usable. Second attack coming in, natural 2.
Oh, you scared me there.
Oh, natural 2.
Yeah, it's not even close to hitting you. I don't know why
Okay.
I thought it might have a chance.
If she has a plus 15 or some garbage on a second attack. I'm gonna-
Not even close. So that is the end of her turn. Twinkletoes.
My turn.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
She's underneath my space.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 5, 10. Confident finisher on roll so.
Yes! Confident finisher!
Please confidently finish her.
That's a 22 hit.
Fortunately, that
What?
doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit. Well,
She manages to just kind of bounce the strike off at the last second with her short sword.
as it is a confident finisher, she
Still some damage.
still takes
It's still
half
good.
my precision damage.
Yep.
So
Still good.
I can never remember whether it's the rolled precision damage or just my.
I'm just moving the for a second check.
No, it's fine. If you want to like alt click and put me like on the wall between the spaces, you can do that too. Yeah.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah,
Take-
alt lets
takes
put them
off the
anywhere.
grid.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, it is
Cool
the
job.
roll. It is the rolled damage. I rolled Snake Eyes. She takes 1 point of damage.
So it's half the roll
It's
damage.
half of my rolled damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so a little graze across the side as she
Wait.
flips this.
If she's under Kashak right now, do I have flanking on her?
No.
Mhm.
You're not directly opposite him threatening.
Darn.
Think about it similarly to the position that you're in with the doll against her, but like angled,
Yeah.
like an L shape.
Yeah.
Did you account for the -10 penalty she has for AC because I said so? Did you factor that in?
I actually have a you didn't say so ring on, so so she is.
Remember when games were that easy when you could just be a kid and make stuff up? Just say things to your
No,
friends.
I have
they
a
were
force shield.
I have a force. I was invisible the whole time. You can't.
While we are still playing make believe, there are a few more rules in this version.
Damn it.
You still have one more action, yes?
Yeah, I'm just deciding what to do. Third action, I'm gonna swish my dueling cape
Okay.
and get that +1. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. It's a little warm in here. I'm a little warm.
I'm sweating.
Are you?
I'm sweating.
After Twinkletoes is this little lady. And this little lady is
Little yeller.
old yeller. Except no.
Sorry for running away from you, Bastard.
Is gonna float up to Dr. Forsythe's face and attempt to punch him square on the jaw.
Damn it. Bring it.
24 to hit.
Yeah, okay then.
For 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you just get socked by a little doll.
All right.
Second
You
attack.
notice that, like, the doctor has, like, a wound already on his body that it maybe hits. He did not look like he was a fully healthy person when that hit struck.
Okay. 13's not gonna hit you.
Nope.
So, that is the end of her turn. Kashak! You have a doll to your side and a angry Rolso with a pointy stick below you.
It's my turn.
Yes,
As this
your
creature
turn.
is still hunted, I think I'm gonna switch my hunt prey to her, to Rolso.
Okay.
Is she in my melee range?
Yes.
Okay, I think I will do that. While I can. He's gonna take a claw swipe.
I imagine you have claws on your feet.
I do not, since I have gecko feet.
Well, you have gecko feet and you kind of like matrix down
Yeah.
the wall and just swipe
But
at it.
he swings down and swings, and then
Yeah.
6 on the die for a 15.
Fortunately, not gonna hit.
Second attack. Eight on the die for a 13.
Yeah, she's very quick with her blade, and is
This
able
is very
to
unfortunate.
block. Yeah, when your damage isn't rolling well, it's hard.
Did I say I switched my hunt prey to her?
Yeah.
You did.
Okay.
You did.
Then
say that.
that's all 3 of my actions.
Yeah. The doll. will
Well,
attempt-
we've rolled not great. We
Yeah.
have not rolled great.
I've rolled horrible
been
on
rough.
4 different dice.
Red is going to attempt to punch Kashak.
I mean, nothing above 10, and only an 8 recently on my -4 multiple attack.
Yeah,
numbers.
that's really
16
bad.
is not gonna
That's
hit.
really bad.
It is not. Thankfully, the dolls are not rolling great, also. But
And
like
another 16. And then it is
Okay.
going to
Okay.
float down to over here.
Fly away, fly away.
Bastro. Are you awake yet? Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. It's Dr. Forsyth's turn.
Oh. Oh, okay. All right. The doctor, seeing that no one needs immediate medical attention. Actually, well, how does Kashak look?
Not well, but I don't know if you can do battle medicine.
No, if someone can hit you, then I can touch you. I could like stab you with a needle point.
Yeah, I'd probably give you a minus to do it like well
To
above
do
your
medicine.
head. Yeah.
But if someone can hit him and he can hit people below him,
Does,
not that you
does,
can't do it,
Does
it's
your
just-
battle medicine
yeah.
have like concentrate, or is it like a manipulate action? Is that-
actually that's a good question.
It's
Yeah,
not that
what-
it's impossible, Ben. It's just that it's significantly harder than treating somebody at the same level.
No, I mean that makes sense. That makes sense. So
yeah.
I think what he's gonna do instead, which of would I have to roll? I think it's this one, the one to my left that looks more hurt. Correct?
Yeah. I don't think I've hit this one. to be honest.
Correct. Yeah.
So I think the doctor is going to go 5, 10 to here. He's going to then devise a stratagem to see how best to hit this construct in front of him.
Sure.
And then third action, he's going to try to strike out at it. Well, I
Did
got to
you
roll
wanna-
as part of my second action.
Did you also want
First.
to take your free knowledge check?
Sure, I'll roll it again. So I'll do that first.
Crafting or Arcana?
I roll a 24 crafting.
Okay. Yeah. You're not getting much more than Basser had already told you.
Yeah,
You might know
I
a little
didn't
bit
think
more
so.
about how they are specifically made, but
Okay.
nothing that is immediately relevant.
Okay. Then this is the intelligence check for devising stratagem. Natural one.
God.
Natural one. It's my third natural one this combat. So my third action, I will raise my buckler. That's my turn.
Okay. It is now Basser's turn.
All right, so All right,
It's a
so,
rough
this could be interesting. Bastro, while laying down, he's been knocked out twice, and right now he just wants everything to be nice and quiet and calm. So he's going to cast Calm Emotions right there, right where that circle just pinged. So all three of them, also including actually hold on, does it affect my allies?
I think it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's any creatures in that alley. So or in that
I don't know about
area.
that.
So yeah,
What's the
everyone
radius?
Gamble. It's a big gamble.
It is a
Yeah.
10-foot burst.
10-foot burst. He's gonna go ahead and do that. So everyone in that area has to make a will save.
Oh, dude, this could be so bad. Though.
Which,
But there's
so bad.
no 10-foot burst in which you can get multiple enemies because it's centered on a corner, right?
10-foot. Is it? I believe that's
Is it-
radius.
There,
Like not 10 by
definitely
10,
will.
but 10 foot from a radius or from a point.
But that would be from a point because it's 10. It's like a 10 by 10 square, no? Or am I wrong?
No, it's not 10 by 10. It's
That would be a 5-foot burst. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's bigger
it's-
than you're thinking, Jack.
Ignore me then.
So, could you tell me which point you're centering
here.
it on?
You could do it here and get every enemy.
Yeah, I'll do it from there then.
A burst effect issues forth in all directions from a single corner of a square within the range of the effect. So 10-foot burst, yeah, is double that size. Yeah.
It's so from.
The risk you have of doing that, Bastro, is potentially our two allies are calm and all enemies are not calm.
Yeah, if the two of us fail the will save and they pass.
Gamble we have to take.
Okay,
I mean, they'll hit us and then we'll be broken free of the spell. So look out.
that's fair. That's fair.
Um,
yeah,
All it takes is like a hostile action, so you just like slap him in the face or something.
Before you do this, you would know that the dolls are immune to mental effects.
I did not know that. Never mind. Scratch that.
Bastro
Bastard's
would know
gonna.
that.
Bastard does. Yeah.
Only Daniel do that. Bastard's going to stand up. First action. All right. Second action. He's gonna take a few steps back. So get behind Dr. Forsyth. And third action, he's gonna stoke. Hold on, what's the range? Stoke. Yeah.
Are
I
you
think
still
the shock
sustaining?
would be within 30 feet, right?
So you're
Yeah.
releasing the Stoke the Heart from Twinkle Toes?
That already left because I went unconscious for a round.
No, because you went
No.
down, got back up, sustained it, went
so I'm
down.
still able
now
to
you're up
sustain
and
it.
you can sustain it again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if I'm still able to sustain Stoke the Heart on Twinkle Toes, I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
The third
That's
action
my
is do
third
that.
action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
Good, because I can't roll to hit anyway. Don't bother wasting spells on me.
It is Ralso's turn. She's gonna make 2 strikes. First one at Kashak. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So just a slash across your lower shin for 10 points of piercing.
Okay.
Second attack coming out at Twinkle Toes, so she like whips the short sword around at you. Math is hard. 22 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Also for 10 points of piercing. And then she is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there.
Do you mind?
That is the end of her turn. Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you mind leaving me alone, please? Thank you.
And as Ralso gets within 5 feet of this door, Bastro and Forsyth you hear from somewhere beyond that door. And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Wait, if there was a sound you were doing, I did not hear it.
Oh, it was 4 solid knocks. Boom, 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 boom. From somewhere beyond the door.
What the heck?
And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Okay, so we did no damage. We did no damage to anything in the room, and then more things are going to come into the room.
After gonna die.
Blue
Master's
boy,
dead.
Blue boy's hurt. Blue boy is hurt.
All of them have taken damage. The dolls are looking very rough.
Except for the one that used Vampiric Touch.
Yeah, who knows
After
if that's all.
very rough.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, 2 weeks.
Thank you all so much.
Yo.
We'll see you not next week, but the week after, where we will
Alright.
hopefully come to some kind of conclusion.
2
on-
weeks to get our luck, our dice luck.
Yeah.
Just strategize and then fix our luck.
Do some
Meditate,
rituals,
Yeah.
consecrate your dice,
sacrifice a goat. You know how it is.
do whatever you
The
have to
whole
do.
routine.
Maybe we can all take a trip to the memorial for Gary Gygax and get our dice consecrated. Because some of y'all apparently need it.
Yeah.
But either way, thank you all so much for joining us. We will see you
Thanks,
in
y'all.
2 weeks. Have a great night. And if you like
Happy
what you're seeing so
Father's Day.
far, please follow us. And yes, happy Father's Day. Take it easy, everyone. Have a good night.